Okay guys, it is the next day and our binding is looking pretty nice. All I did was pull the tape. Actually, I'm lying. I pulled the tape and I started working on this side so that I could show you what I did before I showed you how to do that. So, you know, kind of like on the cooking shows that you guys watch. I know all you guys are watching cooking shows. So the first thing that you want to do after you let the binding set up and let the glue cure is you want to snip off as much of this stuff as you can. Now, I used an incredibly high-tech tool to do that. The same end nippers that I use to cut my frets. So all I'm going to do is just come here with my nippers and just cut off as much as I can with the tool. And it's going to look rough, but we're gonna keep filing. This isn't the last thing we're going to do. Remember, we don't want to cut up to the fret ends. We want those little nubs to be there. Okay? And you could use a different tool for this. Like I've said in previous videos where I've done stuff like this, it is my understanding that Gibson has like a hot knife. Somebody sent me a picture of like a router, specialty router. If you do this with the fretboard not attached to the neck, you can absolutely do it really easy on a router table. You could, if you did this a lot, which I don't, you could probably have some sort of jig fabricated to hold the neck and a router, or you could just get really good at holding the router precariously. I've seen people do stuff like put routers in vices, and you know what? For the number of these that I do and for the amount that I charge to do this, I just do them by hand the old school way. And it is my sincerest hope that Ben at Crimson Guitars thinks that I'm a better man for doing it by hand. Actually, Ben probably doesn't know. He's got other stuff that he's doing right now, you guys. He's making guitars just like me. I have spoken with him about the contest a little bit, and as soon I get a lot of emails, hey, give me some details about the contest. When's the contest going to start? And so on. There's actually a website going up right now, and you know, by the time you see this video, even I don't know when I'm going to edit the video down, but by the time you see the video, the website might already be up, and if it is, I'll leave a link in the description. And if it's not, just tune into the Texas Toast live stream, and we'll talk about it there. Okay, so I trimmed off a bunch of that, and again, it's not really visually pleasing yet. Now we have to chase it with a file. Okay. So I got two of my favorite files for doing this job. One is Mighty Little, which does a bang-up job, and the other is this smaller StewMac double-sided file that I use down on this end more than Mighty Little. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to start getting rid of the material in between the frets, and we want to just kind of take it down. Now remember, this binding's really soft, you guys, so I actually like to let the file rest on the wood, which is way harder than the plastic binding, and just kind of in smoothing all that stuff until you get it right, and then you can kind of come back with the smaller file and go around the fret. And it takes a little bit of time, but it's kind of cathartic if you're into the whole catharsis thing. If you're into going fast, then, you know, don't do this. Get a CNC machine. I don't know. Live how you want to live. Live your best life. Okay. So that is what it's going to look like. So there's only 22 frets, so there's only 43 more to go. We'll do that in high-speed action. All right, guys, so that is how I do it. So sometimes I take a razor blade and kind of go in between the frets just a little bit to kind of clean everything up, and then some Scotch-Brite on everything. And yeah, I think it looks pretty neat. So the next step, of course, is to shape the neck. But that is a video for another time. So guys, if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys neat stuff like this. If you want to take our online training that's available through our website, you can sign up there. You can come to the shop and take a class with Chris and myself. But if you can't do any of that stuff, you can share the video as many places as you can think of and help us grow the channel that way. It helps out quite a bit. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.